reject the so-called Jews. The so-called Jews, they're the worst of Esau. Getting hook-nosed bastards.
Yeah, even these average Jews in regular society, they're rich as hell, man.
Average rats.
And I work, I can say what I do, but I work in these people's homes, man. They got money, man. They got a lot of money.
I thought the scriptures say that the Jews are going to be poverty and tribulation.
Yeah.
I thought that's what the scriptures
Not
say.
running the diamond district.
Yeah, I guess, Them
motherfuckers got their own police force, their own neighborhoods.
Their own
hospitals.
own ambulance. But when you have your own like that, you're not the poor.
That's right.
These people have money, man. I was just in a house the other day, yesterday, working in some Amalekite's house, some woman, and she got her kitchen redone. We worked in her kitchen. And the kitchen alone, with everything you look around, like the door, the floor, the granite cabinet, was about like $150,000, man. If you just look at an estimate, $150,000, man.
Kitchen alone.
The kitchen was huge, and it's like your home sell for that much.
Yeah.
Actual home. So, and here it is. You have people who don't even make that in 2 years, 3 years. You don't make that much. I don't make that. But these Amalekites, who's supposed to be the poor of the world, like the brother pointed out, their kitchen alone is $100,000, man. How are they the Meek? And that's not like the brother mentioned, that's not a Hollywood Amalekite. That's not a Hollywood Jew. This is just an average Joe Jew. Average Joe Jew, they got money. They own a lot of shit too. They own like the brownstone buildings and all that. Those are average Jews. The average Jew they own stuff, but they own local businesses.
They own the corner stores, the Arabs working.
Yeah,
You should go and they're collecting their rent.
Yep.
They own every damn thing. And then them Arabs help out each other.
Yeah.
I've been seeing an Arab in one corner store making a sandwich in the other goddamn corner store. I said, what the fuck you doing there? Because wow, when the rich man pull it, he'll be held by his friends.
Another thing to see before Masalak. Like you said, Arabs, they helping each other. Like even my neighbor in Belleville, you have these Arabs, they own like a few liquor stores. Like you go in one Arab, Ishmael, it's like Elam. Yeah, Elam too, they do own liquor stores. So Elam, he owns one liquor store, but his cousin, he owns another one up the street. But they know each other, And then even on the same block, those Koreans. You got Koreans who own like a whole block. They own the laundromat, they own the food store, the cleaners. But they all help out each other, man.
Yeah.
Let
me read this, unless you guys.
Oh, it's a little bit more to the verse.
Who said that's Jesus? Huh? What's the call of the Lord?
I'm looking at it.
Huh? All right. That's a devil, man. That was actually a man by the name of Caesar Borgia. And he had Leonardo paint himself as a Lord. And if you fast forward today, you have the whole. If you take that picture throughout anywhere in the world, they'll say, "Oh, that's the Lord." Why you put horns on the Lord? When you read the scriptures tell you.
It was not asking.
It don't look like a but you knew it like. It don't look like a white man. That's in the damn. That's in the damn kiss concert. So that's why we put horns on the devil. All right.
Peace. Sirach 13 and 21. A rich man beginning to fall is held up of his friends, but a poor man being down and is thrust being down is thrust also away by his friends. What you said earlier.
What was that slug?
Oh no, it said but a poor man being down is thrust also away by his friends. You poor, they want nothing to do with you. Like we were saying earlier.
Yeah, real quick. Right, this is right, because we were going into those Amalekites who want to portray themselves, they want to call themselves Jews, right? But they don't fit any of the prophecies, man.
Yeah.
So this is James 2 and 5. It says, "Hearken, my beloved brethren, hath not the Most High chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith, and heirs and heirs of the kingdom which he hath promised to them that love him. So it's telling you right there, that's giving you a clue of the characteristics or the conditions that the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans will be in, man. The Israelites are going to be poor, man. You know? But, right. Even in Revelations, the second chapter, 9th verse, it tells you that. All right? Okay, but it tells you in this scripture that the Israelites, they are going to be poor on this side, man. In the last days, they're going to be the ones suffering. They're not going to be the ones owning the whole goddamn diamond district. They're not going to be the ones that are your landlords to everybody, every ghetto, you know, every condominium is what owned by the so-called Jews, man. So they are not the ones that are poor, man. You know, and definitely not the ones rich in faith. The only faith they have in is their money, man.
And if I can say something quick, and their excuse of having all these riches is for what they went through, which was all a setup in during World War II, during the so-called Holocaust. That's their basically what you see with the current Jewish people is reparations from that Holocaust that happened during World War II. You know, that was all fabricated, man, and all made up. So that's their excuse for having money today, man. Something didn't happen that didn't even really happen, but the slavery and the atrocities happened to the Native Americans and the Latinos and so-called blacks, we're not getting paid nothing for that, man. And we're still getting oppressed for 400 years, and what they were going through for 2 or 3 years during World War II, so-called, and they didn't even go through nothing, man. And they're supposed to be this rich right now in this time period.
Still waiting for 40 acres in the mule. But you can keep those 40 acres in the mule. What we want now is your blood, man. Now what we are going to get or given to us by the Most High is you in slavery, man. I'm talking about the so-called white race as well as the other nations. The Most High is going to grant us the gift of putting you in slavery, you know?
I got one thing to real quick because you might have the Jews control everything. Check this out. This is called Alt-Right History of the U.S. Weebly.com, and it says Jews and the tobacco industry. I'm only going to read like the first sentence. It says Jewish involvement with the tobacco industry dates back to the days of Christopher Columbus. Jewish involvement with the tobacco industry dates back to the days of Christopher Columbus and his 1492 voyage to the New World, during which his Jewish interpreter, Luis de Torres, the first man ashore discovered the use of tobacco from Native Americans that he encountered. And they still control it to this day. That's 1492, brother. That's over 500 years, over half of a millennium. That's all money they got. But then the Meek that's going to inherit the earth.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
That's just one export, so to speak.
One thing.
Or one thing, whatever.
You know? I got scripture. Psalms 37 and 11. I'll start verse 10. Somebody can break it down. Psalms 37 and 9. For evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth.
There you go. So the evildoers are the so-called white man, the so-called white race. They are the evildoers of the planet Earth. Now, according to the Bible, it's telling you that the evildoers will be cut off, man. What does it mean by being cut off? Meaning after you serve your time of slavery in the kingdom of heaven, the Most High is going to get rid of every single Edomite on the planet Earth. All right, read that part again.
Right. Psalms 37 and 9.
Right.
For evildoers shall be cut off.
Right, evildoers shall be cut off, man. The ones that are the evildoers are the ones that are doing nothing but wickedness ever since they came into power. That's the Edomites. All right, they are the ones that have put a hurting on the people on this time, putting us in slavery. All right, Christopher Columbus Day just passed, which in this society they put him on a high esteem. When in reality, he was nothing but a murderer, man. He was nothing but a murderer as well as his followers after him, which were the conquistadors, which came from Spain and Portugal. What did? They followed in the same footsteps of the blueprint as Christopher Columbus. They murdered and they did all type of murder and wicked acts, man. So they still got to get paid for that, man. So it's saying what? The evildoers shall be cut off, right? Read on.
Yes. It says, the evildoer shall be cut off,
Right.
but those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth.
Those that wait upon the earth shall those that what?
Those that wait upon the Lord shall inherit the earth.
Those that wait upon the Lord shall inherit the earth, man. And that's talking about the elect of the nation of Israel. There will come a point in time where you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are going to be rulers on the planet Earth. Right? You about to say something? Read on.
Verse 10. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be.
Right, right. So it's going to be very soon, man. We're approaching that time very soon, when the white race or the Edomites are not going to inherit the earth anymore. But first you got to be put in slavery, though. You got to get paid back first. Okay?
For yet a little while, the wicked shall not be.
Right?
Yea, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be.
Right. It says the wicked shall not be, man. When it refers to the wicked, that's talking about the Edomites. Now, when you look in the Bible, when the Edomites are the so-called white race, man, pretty soon they're not going to inherit or inhabit the earth anymore. They are the cancers of the planet Earth, man.
Right.
What do you do with a cancer? You cut it out, man.
Literally.
Right. That's why it tells you a couple verses above. It says what? Evildoers shall be cut off, man. The Most High knows what he's doing.
Even that whole theme of cutting off, that's what the custom of Israel was. So let's say if you have a lazy son a lazy son, so to speak. Part of that scripture is if you have a lazy son, there's things you do. First, you talk to him yourself as a father.